Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're gonna have another video with Green Uta. Yesterday we had another video where we kind of did a little bit of an in-depth breakdown on how to play this deck, so make sure to check that one out from yesterday. Today we're just gonna continue with more gameplay. Today we're gonna have 4 games. We have 1 game against a Gecko Moria player, 2 games against a Perona, and 1 game against a Blue Doflamingo player, which is a deck that has all of a sudden become more and more popular. So I hope that you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Gecko Moria. Let's go first. I mean, it's not a bad hand. I do like the kid. Of course, if the opponent has Ice Age, they can kill the kid, but we're gonna play the Luffy first on turn 7 to force him to deal with the kid first, to potentially waste their Ice Age on the Luffy. Brand new, okay. They trash quite a few good things there. And we're just gonna attack for 8 here. Kid and I'm Invincible. That's for later. Okay. So what did they trash? They trash brand new Sanji and Hawkback. The Perona is gonna be always annoying here, no matter what. Yeah, the Perona is always gonna be a problem, right? Which I'm guessing is what they're trying to do here. Yep. So we gift them this. We take it. We're chilling. I don't know that it's worth it for me to play this Mihawk yet. I guess we can go for 7. I'm debating if I want to play Mihawk and Brook. I think we let it go. We let it go. We're gonna start taking a lot of damage here. We're just gonna play Luffy into Brook. We're gonna start taking a lot of damage here because we haven't been able to develop any board. We haven't found out Usopps yet, or anything like that. I really don't want to give them these 2k counters. Brand new again. I'm guessing this might be another Perona. So they whiff that again. So they whiff both brand news this game, unfortunately for them. How crazy am I willing to get here? They trash an Ice Age. They get the Hawk back, and they're gonna just go drop into the Moria. That's gonna be interesting. So we can summon these 3 units all at once. We have plenty of 2k counters that I don't feel in danger. And then eventually we can also drop the kid, right? We'll grab the Blueno. Let's force him to give me a 1k here. I'm okay with them taking the life if they don't want to give me the 1k. I don't want to put the Perona in the trash. If the Perona doesn't find a... Okay, yeah, so they gave me a 2k actually. So yeah, we'll go like this, into this, into this. And just have like a big board develop. Again, we have enough 2k counters that I feel a little bit safe doing this. If worse comes to worse, we can also just drop the kid down. Opponent could play Moria here, but the Moria... because they don't have Hina, the Moria is not doing anything. But they didn't... The fact that they didn't grab Moria with the Hawkback tells me that they probably have another one in their hand. Yeah, the Moria... I guess the Moria can KO my units by going for like Helmeppo and Lucy, right? Like if they... No, they don't have enough, right? The Helmeppo can only get this down to 1. This will still be a 3 cost. I'm not opposed to this kid. We can put the kid as well as summon the Blueno blocker with the kid. And I still have all these 2k counters. And the Kid, again, makes it really hard unless they hard remove the Kid. It's too early for I'm Invincible, in my opinion. We don't have the Uta. The Uta will be better than playing the Blueno, because the Blueno dies directly by Absalom, or even with Luffy, right? Like, the Blueno is too easy for them to KO with the Luffy. Okay, so they have the Great Eruption. But that's, I mean, they still have to have a second Luffy to be able to KO both. Unless they're just gonna throw me the Absalom into the Brook. Which is possible. The good thing here is, again, they cannot remove this Luffy. Right? Do we ever just forget about this Blueno? Like, I actually don't know that we played a Kid next turn. I can also just take this. I can also just tell them, hey, I'm gonna go down to 1. And be okay with this. 10. Yeah, so we just go here. Yeah, so they get the Absalom to trash this thing. I mean, we can also just take this 10. I'm not opposed to this. I'm not opposed to this at all. Okay. Yeah, so obviously it's gonna be a Kid, right? So this is 100% gonna be the Kid. I'm gonna go 5 here. The Kid gave me 2k counters. Does he make it worth it for me to attack for 5 here then? They took it. We'll go like this. We'll get this Blueno out. So the opponent has to get rid of the Blueno, get rid of the Kid, and we're still gonna have this Luffy, and we still have a bunch of 2k counters. They're down to 2 life. I'm assuming they have a Gecko Moria. They have to have an Ice Age to get this down to 3. And they still have to have another card after the Ice Age to get down further. If they do have the Gecko, they can go Ice Age, Gecko, into Luffy and Helmeppo, and bring this down to 1, leave this at 2, and KO them both, right? They're gonna go Great Eruption instead to begin with. There's the Ice Age. Okay, so now you go for the... Okay, so yeah, so the same thing, right? They go for their Gecko into Luffy and Helmeppo here. The problem is that they need to actually override one of their 5k units to do that. Now, this is getting a little bit more dicey. Because now I'm in the situation where I'm not getting anything else, right? Yeah, so they go for the Kid. They had the second Ice Age, which it was expected. But the idea with the Kid is that it just makes their turn so awkward. Yeah, so there's a Moria, so you go Helmeppo. And you go Luffy. You have to override one of these because you can't attack with them anyways. There you go. I guess I can actually do it on this and KO both of these, right? Yeah, I guess I didn't need to do the Helmeppo. Why did you go for Helmeppo? I feel like it would have been better to just get rid of the Blueno. I think it would have been better to get rid of the Blueno. Yeah, I'll give you this now. Okay, so what's the game plan here? I'm not opposed to going Luffy into Zoro. This is tough. Can I survive next turn? If I have a second Luffy, I actually think I can. Luffy into Zoro and all these 2k counters. We can rest their blocker with Backlight. Let's force the double 2k counter here. Again, if I had an Uta, it would be so much better because I could attack with this Luffy. So the fact that I'm not getting my Uta really sucks. You don't want to go down to 1. Okay, they went down to 1. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna just play the Zoro. Does it actually make sense to play this Zoro? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers. We have 2 blockers. We have 1, 2, so 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Do we need this Zoro? If we rely on them Invincible, I think we need the Zoro. It's too easy for them to play around the I'm Invincible. If I don't have the Zoro there. With the amount of cards that they have in their hand. Backlight can rest their blocker, yeah. So they have another Grey Eruption. Wow, they found all 3 Grey Eruptions too. Well, 3 out of the 4, not all 3. So Grey Eruption into one of the Luffys. So their blockers are annoying too. This is interesting. Okay, so they're gonna get rid of the Zoro. So the Luffys are gonna stay on the field. Most likely. Well, one of them probably is. I just need to make sure one of them stays on the field then. So if they attack 7s, 7s, 7, I can counter 3 7k attacks. And then the other 2 attacks I'm gonna have to block. So yeah, let's not wait for this Luffy to stay alive. And if the opponent plays like a Sabo, I mean, they know we have the Backlight, so they know that a single blocker is not going to be enough. I think you should still force us to use the Backlight, though, so that we don't have more down for the I'm Invincible. You still have to, I mean, you don't have to spend any more cards here. I guess you have to spend at least 1 more card, right? Like, even if you play the Absalom from the trash, you're still spending 1 card to get rid of this. Okay, so that makes it easy, because again, I'm just going to counter for 2. Unfortunately, no, we got all our 2k counters and not just anything else. Yeah, so not even 7k hits, just straight up. They must be thinking of just going very defensive. What is this? I guess I have to be careful. I guess if they go all in with the Helmeppo, we can just block with the Luffy. They're gonna go double blocker. Interesting. So it's probably not I'm Invincible anymore. I mean, they have 1 life. Yeah, they're gonna get the Sabo. They also get to fix their hand. So they went more defensive. They do have 6 cards. They have 6 cards in their hand. It's gonna be 7 with this life. You fix your hand, so you end up getting just all your counters in your hand. Yep. You trash your non-counter cards. Backlight. And Invincible is 3, which lets me attack for 7. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 5 times. Is that enough? I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. So we'll go 7 here first. That's the first one. 7 again. This is the second one. Okay. 7 one more time. Yeah, that's enough, right? Because we go 7 twice. The opponent only has 3 cards. And that's game. Woo! Yeah, that's Uta for you, right? The moment that these guys were able to survive and they were additional 7k attackers, we were able to just do exactly this, right? I guess the opponent did the Grey Eruption trying to dig for answers. They have the Absalom in their hand, so they can definitely kill the Zoro. But they decided to just go double blocker, which I think makes sense, because if you don't do double blockers, then there's 1 backlight that I don't have to use. And if there's 1 backlight that I don't have to use, then, you know, we're still in a decent spot. Wow, that was close. That was really, really close. GG's. In this match, we're going against Dofi. So they do have a lot of blockers. We don't have our Nami. I might mulligan this hand. Yeah, I might mulligan this hand. We get our Nami and we still get our stuff here too. So that's not bad. I don't know about playing the Blueno this early. Like, I guess it's nice, but I don't think I care. It's just gonna be fodder for removal. The opponent's gonna have a lot of units, right? So I need to be careful about that. We'll have 4 next turn, so I'll take it. Oh, you know what? Pudding. Pudding is a problem. 3 sits. In this matchup, pudding is a problem. I want to develop this Usopp. I want to develop this Usopp next turn. So I'm going to draw with the Uta and develop Usopp. Man, this pudding is going to suck. I completely forgot that I'm going against freaking blue players. Oh, okay. Well, now that we have Brook, I think I go Brook into Usopp instead. I guess I could have waited for the Brook to go here. We have sits though. Yeah, no, I want to put pressure. I want to put pressure on them. So I think I'm going to go for it this way. This probably is correct to have gone for the Nami anyways, even if the opponent has a way to remove her. I'm A-okay with this. This is telling me... Again, I have to still be careful here. I have to still be very careful. So 3 search. Let's get ourselves a 2K. Opponent could try to defend this. I'm thinking I go sits twice instead of playing the Blueno. Again, my concern is if they play pudding, I'm just get screwed over so badly. I mean, I guess I do it. I guess I do it, and if they play it, they play it. I can't play around it. I'm gonna lose half the size of my hand. Right? Yeah, give me 2 cards. If you're gonna defend this, you're gonna give me 2 cards. I'm not gonna let you just give me 1 card. So, let's go for it. Come on. I know you have it. I know you have it. Do it. Do it! Okay, well, I guess I'll counter here. If the opponent's gonna do it like that. They probably have the gravity blade then, if they're doing this. Yeah, if they're doing it this way, they're gonna have the gravity blade. Let's, again, let's play around that potential pudding by just making our hand thinner. Yeah, there we go. What did I say? So, obviously, we can go 5. Ooh, they give me a 1K there? Are we ever supposed to go after the Edward Weeble? Let's go for it. Let's force him to give me another 1K. And then I guess here I'll just go Uta. Another 1K? Okay, that's cool. Do we ever get this? No, I don't want to restand him. Again, I'm disrespecting the pudding, right? I'm disrespecting the pudding here. The fact that the opponent did the gravity blade already, right? The thing is that the gravity blade doesn't hit the Luffy, and it's not gonna hit the kid either, right? So you get your value here. Yeah. I just need to be able to defend myself. So they get the Doflamingo. They're gonna fix their deck, but they cannot use their ability this turn. Yeah, they cannot use their ability this turn, right? So next we just go Kid, and we have 1 down to be able to search with this Uta. And we can actually attack with our Luffy, knowing that we can restand it with Uta. They can attack for 7 and sits. So the sits we can block, the 7 I guess we'll take. mean, I guess I can block them both, but I don't want to give them this. I want them to attack into me. I want them to attack with the Weevil. Yeah, like I'm not opposed to attacking their Weevil here. Right? So we go Kid, one Don, and Blueno. Go like this. That's the 4th Luffy of the game. 14, not good. Alright. Let's get that 2k out of them. I'm playing with fire, right? Even though the opponent only has 3 cards left, I'm playing with fire. I'm gonna let this Usopp, I mean, this Usopp can attack, because you know that they're gonna be the Kid. Alright, we'll go like this then. This is so telegraphing the opponent that they probably have a the bottom deck, right? Why not play that pudding if you had it, man? Yeah, so this is super telegraphing the opponent, right? Do I actually want to do this? I actually will now. I'll leave it like that. I was trying to think if I wanted to do it. Yeah, that's what I was expecting, right? I was definitely expecting this Kaido to come down here. So the Kaido comes down as expected. And now the opponent is back to having just a full hand. I think at this point we have to start putting the pressure on them. So I guess we'll go... I guess we'll go 7. I don't think I need to go more than that. It will go 7. Seven again. Opponent has so many cards. Okay. Do I want to play his second Luffy? Is my question. Override my own Blueno? It might make sense. We'll go 5, eat up another 1k. And then we'll go 9 and play Luffy. Maybe override the Usopp as well. Okay, so they take the 9. I guess we could also just keep the rest of my hand, right? Because I don't wanna override. Like I don't wanna give up a counter card. I still think I want to keep them invincible, so I'm not trashing that. If they play a second Kaido, that's going to be a lot of cards in their hand. Actually, I probably put them at 1. If I put them at 1, I feel like I would feel a lot better here. So my goal last time should have been to put them at 1 and not even play that second Luffy. Because we had the blockers as needed. We have the I'm Invincible. So we know that as soon as they go to 1, they're going to be a really big danger. Right? Yeah, like this is an easy Uta block. Okay, they're blockers, which makes sense. You can attack with your Dofi and get an extra unit here. Weird game. Weird game. I just need to get them into range. Yeah, so they have to use their effect here. They get an extra draw, which makes sense. We go here. And here. Another blocker. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually absolutely not opposed to it. Right? We go here. We go 7-7 twice. Okay. Yeah, let's go like this. Because that's gonna make it really awkward for the opponent to actually do anything, right? They have to give me a second blocker or give me 2 cards here. There we go like this for 9. Opponent went down to 1, they're gonna give me the blocker. And then we just go here and put another Dawn on it. And yeah, we choose no targets, right? They can get rid of 1, but they cannot get rid of both. And for them to get rid of 1, they have to attack with their Kaido into 1. I guess they can get rid of both if they have the other stuff. Oh, and I'm invincible range now, right? So I'm invincible range now. So yeah, we'll let them get rid of 1. These Luffys are not great in my hand right now. If I counter this, opponent's gonna have to put a lot of Dawn on the Dofi to actually be able to attack into us. Okay, I'm okay with this. So they can go 7-7. You still only have 1 life. Okay. They do get a blocker, right? So they get their blocker here. And we go like this. So they have 5 cards. We have I'm Invincible. We can go to 7. 7. 8, 9, 10. I guess we can go 10 here. I like the 7s. I like the 7s to begin with. It's forcing 2 cards at a time. Okay. Let's go another 7. 2 more cards. We win because I'm invincible, right? That's the story with Uta, right? So we can go 7 again. And then the rest on an Uta attack twice. Alright, so then we go here. I guess we might as well just go... Yeah, I mean, we might as well just do it. It's gonna be 10, and then 10 again. Yeah, you knew what was coming. So even with all the cards that they had, it just wasn't enough. Just because we ended up, like, the Gravity Raging Target, Gravity Blade ends up, like, being useless. And they didn't find... I guess they don't play it. I don't see it in their deck, right? They're the 6 cost event that bottom decks anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're playing it. Yeah, they're not playing that. That's what I was worried about, that they were going to be able to bottom deck my kid. So, GG's. In this match, we're going to against Uta Perona. So, Perona is interesting, right? Yeah, Perona is interesting. Because he's going to be kind of tough here. Opponent chose to go first. We have this battle. Like, she can always rest my Utas, which is the problem. We're going to keep it anyways. I guess he's kind of greedy to have kept this, because now I don't have access to... I don't have access to anything, right? We'll take it. Oh, okay, I guess... Yeah, opponent can rest the Nami and then just go... I mean, they can go Ryuma, right? They can rest the Nami and go Ryuma, but I guess we can go Brook into Nami, but that means we're getting no draw out of this. So if we go Brook into Nami, we're getting no draw out of this. If I instead attack for 7 or 9, at least I'm getting the draw out of it. And the opponent doesn't have a good turn 5. Sure. What's going to happen is that the opponent's just going to attack with a Nupa instead of developing anything. So that is one reason why maybe I should have actually played the Brook and Nami. Or maybe it had to be like Brook and yeah, we'll counter this one. Oh, they're just gonna go Sabo. Ooh. I guess we can just go double draw this turn. So we go 6 and then play Brook into Nami and search again. Opponent could counter, which they did. Yeah, we'll go like this. We go here, use the car action, and we'll get this Luffy. Right? Yeah, we'll get the Luffy because we can play the Luffy next turn. So we can go Luffy into, I guess, we have options, right? We have options here. I want to look for I'm Invincible, so that's why I like the Namis. Because I feel like looking for I'm Invincible is important in this matchup, so that we can play around their Dofi. We're gonna... How crazy is to defend this Nami? Opponent's still attacking for 7, so we'll have to literally give him 4 of my cards. And then they could still attack with Sabo after. You want to attack me with Sabo? They will attack me with Sabo. But they did it for a 6. Interesting. Interesting. I get that I'm Invincible. We have the Backlight, Nami Search, 7/7. Yeah, let's go here first. New Genesis? Let's get the New Genesis. I guess I could have grabbed that. I don't think I need to play it. Like, opponent's at 7 down, so they're gonna be at 9, so they're still not playing the Dofi. They do get to fix their hand here, which is nice for them. We can backlight this Sabo right now. Well, I guess backlight Sabo 3. Okay, well, I guess we can only attack for like a bunch of 5s, right? Why did I think I had enough down to play another Nami? Yeah, we backlight this Sabo. We play the Nami, search. Let's go to Genesis first. Okay, we got a 2K counter at least. So we can attack for 5. And then 6, and then search. I'm okay with that. Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking. Now I can start putting a lot of pressure into them. A lot of pressure. Might actually go Usopp, because I think I don't want to play. I don't think I'm gonna be playing this Uta. We still have another backlight to rest a blocker for our lethal turn, and our opponent still has to spend a lot of. Like the double I'm Invincible is so good, so good because again, it makes it like the Dofi does nothing. What I can also do is that to play around Dofi next, that we can just literally just play this Luffy, develop a Usopp, and we still have 3 down. Which lets me go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and search 2 eyes and draw once. Assuming that these girls don't die. Which I'm assuming they have to, right? Like, there's no way that you didn't get... I mean, they did have a Ryuma that they trashed with the Inupe, it looks like. So do you have to have another... Okay, yeah, so that's what they're gonna do, right? Ryuma, pop one of the Namis. And then Rocinante. That makes sense. That makes absolutely sense. Absolute sense to me. Yeah. So then you have to attack the Brook. Okay. So I'm going to give you the 2K here. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I'm so healthy that I don't think I need it, right? So 7 for the Luffy. 1 for the Nami, leaves me with 2 done. So one of these attacks is going to be a 7k attack. So let's start here first and use the search. It's definitely Zoro then, right? Instead of the Usopp. So we grab the Zoro, which is better than the Usopp. We go for 5 here. Okay, we go for 7 here. Triple Luffy. You have to give me 2 cards. The opponent does have a lot of value. Okay, well. We'll go like this. With 1 life left, opponents should not be able to kill everything here. They have to have a lot of resources to kill everything here. Which means that next turn I can just go, I'm invincible. To just get rid of the opponent's value. Backlight to stop any like Rebecca or Sabo blockers. So even if the opponent has Dofi here, the Dofi doesn't matter because you can just kill these units, right? Easily. We have a 7/7. That's 1 done. Then we put 2 on the Uta to attack for 7, which leaves me with exactly 6 to go double I'm invincible. So we can go 7, 7, and 7 3 times. So we can go 7 5 times. That might be better than going for like some big attacks, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so they're gonna get rid of the Luffy. Okay, so that's 6. They have 6 cards. Or 5 cards, sorry. They still have 2 more attackers here. So I don't think this matters. I guess if they have another Rocinante blocker, that's going to be annoying. Which it kind of looks like that's what they're going to do here. I'm not opposed to playing a block in here. Oh, they don't actually have it. Oh, you know what they're going to have? They could have a Shockwave. That's what the opponent surprised me with last time I played them. 7, 9, I'm invincible. Why did we just go 9 3 times? 9, 9. I guess opponent will survive the 9 3 times, but then we still have another I'm invincible to just punish them next turn. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. We have 4 life. We have no counters. That's the only risky part about going all in. That's the only risky part about going all in. I have no counters. If I instead go Luffy into Nami, I can search. So Luffy into Nami, I can search and just eat up their hand right now. I think I can play safe. I think I can play safe here. So Nami, or we don't even have to search with the Nami. We can just go 7 here. Yeah, let's go 7. Let's just go 7. I'm gonna value the blocker. They have to counter this, right? Oh, yeah, there's no way. There's no way you win this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go 11, which is 4 cards. Then even if you have Shockwave, let's say they have Shockwave. Shockwave takes them to 9. Then they have to give me a 2k and a 1k. That still leaves them with just 3 cards. So I guess, yeah, I mean, you just... Am I missing something here? Don't you just lose here? Even if you have Shockwave... Yeah. Yeah, I just want him to know. Yeah. I just want him to know that it wasn't because of the top deck that they lost. So they have to give me 3 cards here, right? And then we go, I'm invincible, and they don't have enough cards to get there. The moment they took that 7, it just allowed me to just go all in, right? They even had 2 more Gray Eruptions. So actually, you know, considering that we had no counters in our life, and we only had a 2k counter with the Sanji, if the opponent had enough counters, to survive. Like, if the opponent had enough counters to counter out of the Zoro, we would have potentially lost. Well, no, that's not true. Because again, if they counter out of the Zoro, yeah, I would have lost. Because if I play the Luffy, the opponent just goes double Great Eruptions, rest the Luffy, and then they still have all these attacks. I guess they have... Yeah, like the fact that I don't have enough unity is going to be a problem. I guess we probably could have gone for the Nami search then, at that point, if the opponent counter out of this, to just make sure that we find at least one more counter that we could use. Like, we were really low on counters in our hand, so that could have definitely been scary. So in this match, we're going against Perona. I haven't gone against a Perona in a long time. Huh. If I go first... I'll go first. I kind of always like going first with this deck, even though it maybe might not be the correct thing. I'll keep this hand. I like the Kid and the Uta combo. Obviously, the opponent will be able to rest my blockers, so that my blockers are a little bit less useful. And so are the rest of my cards. But this will let me attack for 8 to begin with. And then I guess we'll attack for 6 and play this Zoro. So they get to kind of adjust their hand here a little bit. I haven't, yeah, like, Perona is a card that we're not seeing very often. Luffy and Borsalino. Yeah, let's go like this. Maybe next turn. I just want to get my draw. I want to get my draw. Just have a bunch of cards in my hand. Make it very hard for them. Next turn, we have 5 Dawn. We can either go Zoro or we can go Nami. Oh, they're gonna give me 2 2Ks. You're gonna give me 2 2Ks there? Interesting. Interesting. Or we can go Nami and search that way? Maybe I'll give them the Uta. I might regret letting go of that Uta. I might regret letting go of that Uta just because... So at this point, I guess we'll just attack into their... Yeah, we'll just attack here, and then we'll just play the Nami out. I want to search for Brook if I can. Let the opponent do their thing with the Inupe. In a way, they baited me into attacking into it, so it kind of ended up being like a pseudo blocker. Obviously, they'll have the way to get rid of the Nami next, so they just need to rest there and play like a Ryuma. That means that they have a second Moria, and the fact that they trash a 2K counter is kind of crazy. Yeah, the fact that they trash a 2K counter is very crazy. Let's grab the I'm Invincible. Let's put them on a situation where they know that if they go down to 1 life, they're going to be in trouble. So I'm guessing this is going to be Rest and Ryuma, and you're still going to attack me for 7. Yep. Yep. Again, I'm expecting that, so I'm okay with that. Because next turn we're going to go Luffy, right? We're going to go here. You give me a 2... You trash a 2K counter, so you're either going to take this or you're going to give me another 2K counter. And we're going to go Luffy into... I guess we'll go Zoro. Just because it's a little bit bigger, so the opponent has to attack it with a Ryuma. We don't have a lot of counters. The Kid is also going to be kind of annoying for them to deal with. Until they find, like, their discount, right? So they're going to have to find, like, Ice Age. If they play it. I'm guessing they're playing it. If they're playing Rob Lucy, I have to assume they're playing Ice Age. But again, if they play Moria here, they won't really be able to do anything. I guess that's not true. If they play Moria, they can... Okay, they're just going to go Great Eruption. Alright, so... The more that they're using now, the less that they're going to have for my Kid. They're just going to rest this then and just play like... They need to have one more discount to be able to rest this. Yep. So they're going to rest it and play Ryuma straight up. Which means that my Zoro stays alive. Which is not anything crazy. So you have to have a Edge Drake or a Ryuma to follow this up. We haven't been getting the draw from the Uta, and we won't be getting it next turn either. Whoa. I think this is worth saving. Yeah, I think this is worth saving. Opponent has a hard time dealing with that. That's too many I'm Invincibles. Let's go Genesis here. I guess we'll get here. So the opponent can KO my rested unit, which obviously can be the Zoro. Or we can just attack 5 sits, right? And just force the opponent to have to start taking this. I'm debating if I want to kill the Ryuma or not. And I don't think I want to. I don't want to give them the Ryuma in their trash so that they can target it with the Gecko. So I'm just going to go 5 and then sits. I guess opponent could have their Doffy next turn, but the Doffy doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, give me the 2K. I'm not attacking into this Ryuma. Alright, we're going to go here. We're going to put a Dawn on it. We're going to rest it. And we're going to summon this little Blueno. Have 2 blockers. Plus the Kid, so you cannot attack. That's a lot of Invincibles. We can start using one of them next turn. The good thing about Invincible, it means that I can play around their Doffy, right? Because I can just restand my Uta. Regardless if they play Doffy or not. Unfortunately for them, my Kid wants to be rested. So I guess you prevent me from having this attack. Okay, so another Great Eruption. You have to target this, right? So you have to have Great Eruption. That takes it to 6. Then you have to have... I guess if they get another -2, they can again play a Ryuma to get able to KO this. Or Nets Drake. So Great Eruption. If they play their Gecko, they can only get it down to... with the Helmeppo. I'm so confused. You know I have this blocker. At least rest the blocker before you do that. You know I have the blocker. I guess they were digging and they couldn't find it. They didn't find the last turn either, right? Yeah, they didn't find the last turn either. So that's tough. That is very rough. That is very rough. I'd rather just attack for 9 here. Instead of like trying to like do other stuff. Right? We can play Nami. I'm Invincible. And attack for 7 twice. I guess the Nami's not getting us anything, but at least it's going to be a body on the field that the opponent has to watch out for. At this point, we want to get them down to 1 life. So that we can have these I'm Invincibles. We have too many of them, right? I guess, honestly, opponent kind of put themselves in a situation where I'm down to just go for a full 10. Yeah, I'm down to go for 10. You're going to have to give me 3 cards here. And after that, you're still going to have to deal with the Luffy. Okay, so then we go I'm Invincible. Restand this. Attack for 10 again. Ooh, Shockwave. Okay, okay, okay. So technically it was just 2 cards. Alright, alright. I can attack with the Luffy, but then that puts me in a risk where I could technically get attacked by all 3 of them. The opponent's gonna have 10 Dawn. I can go to 9. For this to get to 9, the opponent's gonna have to put 6 down here, which means that they cannot go to 9 with all of them. So I think I like attacking with the Luffy. Yeah, I think I like attacking with the Luffy, forcing the opponent to have to give me 2 cards here. We have 2 lives, and we have double Sanji. So again, opponent has 3 attacks, but one of these attacks required them to put 6 down on it. They had the counter, right? They had the counters, but they were just gonna lose on the next turn anyways. Even if they play the Doffy, because again, we have double I'm Invincible. And that's the key part. Because we have double I'm Invincible, it's really tough for their Doffy to get any value, because we can just set this Uta to active. It does mean I have to waste a 3 down, but now that the opponent has 0 life, we can literally just put 7 on the Uta, get her active, and just attack. Or we can just put 4 on her and have a second I'm Invincible and attack for 9 twice. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's gameplays and also yesterday's gameplays of Uta. That's going to be it for our showcase with Uta. I don't know yet what other deck I'm going to show up tomorrow. Let me quickly look at my list. But yeah, I mean, you kind of see what I was doing there. Just like how we showcased yesterday, I'm Invincible, just putting a lot of pressure We got to see a lot of pressure from this kid as well, right? And just the amount of blockers that you can play down while also being able to attack with them and potentially restand it with Uta can also be really, really powerful. So that's kind of why Uta can do really well, because she's kind of like a jack of all trades. She can do everything. She can be offensive, defensive, have a lot of draw, etc., and it can be really tough for a lot of opponents to be able to deal with that. So we have done Uta and we did Lakers Croc a few days ago. I want to play around with Red Green Law tomorrow. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we try to do some Red Green Law to kind of see how that goes. I'm actually interested in seeing how that goes. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow. If you want to keep up to date with us posting videos and showcasing different leaders, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.